why we suffer more than we should. Have you ever noticed something strange? It's not always the situation that hurts you, it's how attached you were to it. Two people can go through the same situation. One moves on quickly, the other suffers for months, sometimes years. Why? Because of attachment. We don't just experience life. We hold on to it. We hold on to people. We hold on to expectations. We hold on to how things should have been. And when reality doesn't match our expectations, pain begins. For example, you trust someone deeply. You expect them to always understand you, always stay, always care. But one day they change. Suddenly, it feels like everything breaks. Not because they changed, but because you were attached to a version of them that no longer exists. The truth is simple but hard to accept. Everything in life changes. People change. Feelings change. Situations change. But the mind resists this. It wants things to stay the same. And this resistance creates suffering. The Buddha taught that attachment is one of the main causes of pain. Not love, not care, but attachment. Love is peaceful. Attachment is fearful. Love allows. Attachment controls. When you are attached, you constantly worry. What if they leave? What if things go wrong? What if I lose this? Your happiness becomes dependent on something outside you. And that is a very fragile place to live. The difference between love and attachment. Many people confuse attachment with love, but they are not the same. Attachment says, I need you to be this way for me to be happy. Love says, I accept you as you are. Attachment is full of fear. Love is full of peace. Imagine holding a bird in your hand. If you hold it too tightly, you will hurt it. If you hold it too loosely without care, it may fly away. But if you hold it gently, it stays, not because it has to, but because it feels safe. This is how relationships should be. Not forced, not controlled, just understood. When you are attached to someone, you try to control their actions. You expect them to behave in certain ways. And when they don't, you feel hurt, angry, or disappointed. But when you truly care without attachment, you allow people to be themselves. You stop trying to control everything. And interestingly, this makes relationships healthier, because people feel free around you. The Buddha's wisdom teaches us something powerful. You can care deeply without becoming dependent. You can love someone without losing yourself. This is emotional balance. And very few people learn this, because most of us are taught to hold on tightly. But sometimes holding on is what creates the pain. Learning to let go. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. It means you accept that not everything is meant to stay forever. Think about your past. There were moments you thought you could never move on from. But you did. Not because the pain disappeared instantly, but because time slowly helped you release your attachment. Now imagine if you learned to let go consciously, without waiting for time to force you. Life would become much lighter. When something goes wrong, instead of asking, why did this happen to me? You start asking, what can I learn from this? This small shift changes everything. Because now you are growing instead of suffering. The mind becomes peaceful when it stops trying to control everything. You begin to understand that life is not something you can hold tightly. It is something you experience, like a flowing river. If you try to grab the water, it slips away. But if you let it flow, you can enjoy its beauty. The same is true for life. The Buddha taught that peace comes from within, not from holding on to people or outcomes, but from learning to let go. When you stop attaching your happiness to things outside you, something amazing happens. You feel free. Free from constant fear. Free from overthinking. Free from emotional heaviness. And in that freedom, you finally experience peace.